A number of Republican members of the U.S. House of Representatives have called for Representative Jamaal Bowman, Democrat, New York, to be arrested after he pulled a fire alarm, which led to an evacuation of the Cannon building on Capitol Hill. Bowman's office has claimed that he thought he was simply opening a door, though House Republicans have accused him of pulling the alarm as part of an effort to force a government shutdown that could have then be blamed on the GOP. The Cannon building was evacuated on Sunday just hours before Congress agreed on a continuing resolution to fund the government without Ukraine funding. Several members, including U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican Georgia, released footage of the evacuation process as it was unfolding. The U.S. Capitol Police later released a photo from surveillance cameras that shows the far-left congressman pulling a fire alarm. Bowman's office later acknowledged that he had pulled the alarm, but claimed that it was unintentional. Congressman Bowman did not realize he would trigger a building alarm as he was rushing to make an urgent vote, a spokesperson said in a statement. The congressman regrets any confusion. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, Republican California, referred to the incident as an embarrassment and called for Bowman to be punished in a press conference following the passage of the continuing resolution. "I was really appalled when watching Democrats' actions today. To delay it, to get to a shutdown. But when we found that an individual elected to Congress would pull a fire alarm, that's a new low," McCarthy said. "We watched how people have been treated if they have done something wrong in this Capitol. It will be interesting to see how he is treated on what he was trying to obstruct. When it came to the American public," he continued, seemingly referencing the heavy-handed punishments doled out to January 6 Capitol protesters. "This should not go without punishment," McCarthy followed up. "I'm going to have a discussion with the Democratic leader about it. But this should not go without punishment. This is an embarrassment." U.S. Representative Troy Nehls, Republican Texas, posted a photo of himself holding a pair of handcuffs captioned, "Jamaal, are you ready?" Representative Greene called for Bowman to be prosecuted for obstruction of an official proceeding, which is the most common charge that has led to prison time for January 6 defendants. Hundreds of people with no criminal records have been sentenced to lengthy prison terms for brief strolls through the Capitol after pleading guilty to or being convicted of the same charge. "I'm calling on the DOJ to prosecute him using the same law they used to prosecute J6 defendants for interfering with an official proceeding," Greene wrote in an X post. Representative Matt Rosendale, Republican Montana, agreed with Greene. "How is it that Representative Jamaal Bowman, Democrat New York, can pull a fire alarm during a vote, which is clearly interfering with a legislative proceeding, and there be no ramifications," he said. Yet, protesters from across the country who came to Washington on January 6 are serving hard time in prison for doing less. Other members called for Bowman to be expelled from Congress, including Representative Nicole Malliotakis, Republican New York. "This is the United States Congress, not a New York City high school. This action warrants expulsion and I'm introducing a resolution to do just that," Malliotakis wrote.